All right, so ready to stretch those meditation muscles? Today we're venturing beyond the cushion. We're going to be diving into some interesting variations on that classic seated posture, standing and lying down meditation techniques.
Yeah, it's true. We tend to think of meditation as this, very still seated practice, but changing your posture can really unlock some surprising benefits and deepen your practice in unique ways.
It's like cross-training for the mind, right?
Yeah.
We're pulling our insights today from a text that kind of explores these different meditation postures. And I'm curious to unpack this idea of standing meditation. What's the big deal about standing? When would you actually choose to stand instead of sit?
Well, think of standing meditation as like a bridge between sitting and walking meditation.
Okay.
You're upright and alert, but there's a stillness that allows for a different kind of awareness. The text specifically recommends it in 5 situations, all related to finding balance in your practice.
Okay, 5 situations. That seems like a lot. Can you give me an example? What's one scenario where I might want to just pop up into standing?
Sure. Imagine you're doing walking meditation and your mind starts to wander. Drifting off to that grocery list or replaying that awkward conversation from earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of trying to wrestle your mind back to the breath while you're moving, you can pause, stand still, and use that stillness to recenter yourself.
So it's like hitting the pause button on the walking meditation.
Oh.
And using the standing posture to gently guide your attention back to the present moment.
Exactly. And that's just one scenario. Another time you might opt for standing is when you're feeling fatigued during walking meditation. Standing allows you to rest while maintaining an upright posture and continuing to cultivate awareness.
So it's like a mindful power nap, but you're standing up.
Right?
I've definitely had moments in walking meditation where my legs start to feel heavy, but I don't want to stop the practice altogether. Standing seems like a pretty smart compromise.
It is. And beyond those practical benefits, standing can also enhance your awareness of the body. When you're still, it's easier to feel the subtle sensations throughout your entire physical form, not just the breath.
Now, how is that different from the body awareness you cultivate in sitting meditation? I'm picturing feeling the weight of my body grounding through my feet into the earth.
Yes, that's a great image. In standing meditation, there's a sense of activation and alertness that comes from supporting your own weight. It's a more dynamic awareness compared to the stillness of sitting. You might notice the subtle swaying of your body, the gentle rise and fall of your breath, or even the energy flowing through your limbs.
That's fascinating. I can see how standing would create a different relationship with the body than sitting. So we've got recentering, combating fatigue, and this expanded body awareness. What are the other 2 situations where the text recommends standing meditation?
The fourth one is when your mind becomes very still and concentrated during walking meditation. Ironically, the act of walking can become a distraction at that point. So standing allows you to settle into that deep focus without any movement.
So it's like reaching a certain level of stillness where even the rhythm of walking is too much. Interesting.
It is. And the final situation is when you experience a sudden insight or a thought that really grabs your attention during walking meditation. Pausing to stand gives you the space to examine that insight more fully without the distraction of movement.
It's like saying, hold on a second, let me really unpack this before I keep walking.
Exactly. It's a way to honor those moments of insight and allow them to unfold. So those are the 5 key situations where standing meditation shines.
Okay. So it's not just about randomly deciding to stand up. It's about using the standing posture strategically to enhance different aspects of your practice.
Exactly. And it offers a different kind of awareness and stability.
Yeah.
Compared to walking or sitting.
Yeah, I'm starting to see how these subtle shifts in posture can really create a ripple effect in your practice. Before we move on, does the text mention anything about hand positioning for standing meditation?
Yeah.
I'm picturing something elegant like a Tai Chi pose or...
Actually, it recommends keeping your hands clasped in front of you or behind you, similar to walking meditation.
Okay.
It's about maintaining a sense of continuity and simplicity.
So no fancy hand gestures, just a straightforward approach.
Right.
Got it. Okay, so we've covered when you might choose to stand now. Let's lie down. I have to confess, lying down meditation has always been a bit of a struggle for me.
Yeah.
I tend to drift off to sleep more often than I reach a state of deep concentration.
That's a common experience.
Yeah.
The text acknowledges that lying down can be very conducive to deep concentration, but it also has a higher potential for sleepiness compared to other postures.
Right.
It's like a doorway to deeper states of consciousness.
Yeah.
But sometimes you end up on the wrong side of that door, sound asleep.
Tell me about it. It's that fine line between relaxation and, well, just plain conking out.
Yeah.
Does the text offer any tips for staying awake while meditating lying down?
It does. It suggests lying on your right side rather than your left, back, or stomach.
Okay.
There's some interesting reasoning behind this drawing on both physiological and energetic principles.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What's so special about the right side?
Firstly, lying on your right side can improve blood flow to the brain.
Okay.
For most people, this position places the heart above the head, facilitating a more direct flow.
So it's like giving your brain a little extra oxygen boost while you meditate. That makes sense.
Right.
But what if your heart is on your right side?
Good point. If your physiology is reversed, with your heart on the right side of your chest, then you would lie on your left side instead.
Gotcha.
The principle remains the same. Optimize the flow.
Got it. So tailor it to your own body.
Exactly.
What are the other reasons the test highlights for favoring the right side?
The second reason relates to digestion. Lying on your right side can aid the digestive process, which can be beneficial for creating a sense of calm and ease during meditation.
I can see how an upset stomach would be a major distraction during meditation.
Yeah.
So right side for optimal blood flow and digestion. Are there any other tricks for staying alert while lying down?
Yes. The text suggests a little technique that I find quite clever, placing one foot on top of the other and focusing on keeping it there.
Wait, really? How does that help you stay awake?
It's all about engaging your attention. The subtle effort required to maintain that position can be just enough to prevent your mind from completely drifting off to sleep. It's a delicate balance between relaxation and alertness.
That's an interesting approach. I'll have to give it a try. So we've got the right side positioning and the foot trick for fighting off sleepiness. What about the overall posture? Does the text go into any detail about how to arrange your body while lying down?
It does. It recommends supporting your head with a pillow, adjusting the height to keep your spine relatively straight. If you're lying on your right side position, your right arm slightly in front of you, to prevent your body from weighing on it, which can get uncomfortable quickly.
Makes sense. Any specific instructions for hand placement?
Yes, you'll want to bend your right arm, so your right hand is resting palm up in front of your face,
Okay.
almost like you're gently cupping your cheek. Let your left arm lie naturally along your body with your left palm facing down. This creates a sense of openness and receptivity.
I'm picturing it. It sounds almost like a restful yet alert posture. So we've got the ideal setup for lying down meditation. What about the actual practice? Does the text say anything about how to enter and leave the meditation while lying down?
Yes, and this is where it connects back to familiar territory. The steps for entering and leaving the meditation are similar to what we discussed for sitting meditation.
Okay.
You might start by bringing your attention to your breath, noticing the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe in and out.
That's reassuring. It's nice to know that even though the posture is different, the core principles of meditation remain consistent. This is all incredibly helpful. So we've explored standing meditation as this dynamic bridge between sitting and walking, and we've delved into the nuances of lying down meditation, the potential pitfalls of sleepiness, and the specific techniques for navigating those challenges. What stands out to you as the most fascinating aspect of all of this?
What I find most fascinating is how subtle shifts in posture can create such profound shifts in our internal experience.
Right.
It highlights the interconnectedness of our mind and body and reminds us that we have more tools than we realize for deepening our meditation practice.
Yeah.
It's not just about sitting still on a cushion. It's about finding the posture that best supports our needs and intentions in each moment.
Yeah, that's such a great point. It's like we're expanding our understanding of how body and mind interact during meditation.
Exactly.
I love that idea of having a whole toolkit of postures to draw from. So for our listener out there who might be feeling inspired to try these different postures, which one would you recommend starting with? Is there one that's generally more accessible or easier to integrate into an existing practice?
If you're already comfortable with walking meditation, I'd suggest experimenting with standing meditation first.
Okay.
It's a natural extension of that practice, and it can be a gentle way to explore the nuances of posture and awareness. Pay attention to how the stillness of standing affects your mind and body compared to the movement of walking.
That's a great suggestion. I think I'm personally most intrigued by that foot trick for lying down meditation.
Yeah.
I'm going to give that a try next time I meditate lying down and see if it helps me stay present.
I encourage you to do so. It might seem like a small adjustment, But sometimes those subtle shifts can make a big difference.
Absolutely. This has been a fascinating deep dive into standing and lying down meditation.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you feel inspired to try these variations and see what they unlock in your practice.
And here's a final thought to ponder as you explore these techniques. Pay attention to how these different postures might affect your mental and physical state during meditation. Could one be more helpful for certain emotions or situations than others? This is something you can discover through your own experimentation.
That's a great point to leave us with. It's all about paying attention, being curious, and discovering what works best for you. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.